Katie joining us now. And Katie, it does feel like November 1st, but then you say that it's going to start to feel like September, but then it's going to go back to November.
See me a scorecard.
I just stop looking at the calendar and roll with it because, again, the roller coaster ride continues.
Just watch the forecast very closely.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing extreme here. I don't think necessarily that we're going to be sitting in flip-flops and shorts and T-shirts outside on the deck with a margarita in our hands. You know, it's not that warm, but it certainly is going to
like
that sounds good.
We're like, oh, it's lunchtime.
I saw both your eyes just start to twinkle like, ooh, what?
Good idea.
But there is at least a nice warm up that comes along. There's a warm front, after all, that's lifting in right now. It is still chilly outside, though, and I would suggest having that heavier coat ready to go, and no matter the time of day that you head out. And we showed you that temperature profile earlier in the show. You've got 30s still currently being recorded across a good chunk of the area, or at least 40s. So it's chilly in those northwest suburbs, but not cold enough for any snow or ice. So that's at least the good news there, is since I feel like a lot of us aren't quite ready for that. But let's get you outside. I want to start things off by showing you one particular camera where, in fact, it is still raining. This is out at Bethlehem. Now, the showers are incredibly light. You got to look closely to see them. But it is a little damp to start the afternoon up here in Northampton County. This shot being taken from high atop Hotel Bethlehem. And it looks as though things are moving along pretty smoothly here in terms of traffic, but still a little dampness up that way. I-78, Route 22, Northeast Extension, far north end of the Northeast Extension, you might run into this. So just expect it. But let's go on out to the maps where on Storm Scan 3, it's all, again, pretty light precipitation. Could be worse. Had a little bit of snow trying to work its way across northern Pennsylvania. We just don't have the temperatures to support that yet. And even if we did, it's highly unlikely that would have a prayer of actually sticking to the ground at this point. The ground's just too warm at this point. But we are nonetheless going to see this warm front live up to its name. The temperatures begin to rebound, especially into tomorrow. And even as early as tonight, it's not quite as chilly, but it is still cool out there right now. Now, here's the pattern. We've got a duo of fronts. So the warm front is happening today, lifting north, and then we get a cold front passage. So by tomorrow, we're sitting between these fronts. Warm front has done its thing. We're back in the 70s. Another day in the 70s on Friday before this front crosses. Once it does later in the day and that night especially, that's when temperatures take another nosedive. So 2 straight days into the mid 70s. That's the expectation. And here's the best sort of bullet point way of telling you when things are going to take place. So you've got the rest of this afternoon in those far north and west counties to expect a couple of light showers to roll through. Then again on Friday night especially, though it looks like a moisture-starved cold front. I think it's mainly scattered showers at worst that come through here. And then the heaviest showers from that little batch of moisture that comes in Saturday night into Sunday likely fall across the northwest half of our area. And it looks like the precip is going to be tapering through the day. If that should change, of course, we'll let you know. That's the expectation now. So maybe the Eagles are warming up again in some damp conditions, but it'll gradually get better as it stands right now. Now, of course, winter is still many weeks away, but it's never too soon to start shopping for Christmas, right? 54 days rather until Christmas is here. Now, we're not going to have any kind of wintry conditions anytime soon, but it's fun to sort of take a look here and there at how we're faring when it comes to that countdown. Now, the Boardwalk Plaza is one spot where we still have at least a little sun trying to peek through here. And I do want to jump you really quickly here to the 7-day forecast. Mid 70s tomorrow and Friday, dropping off on Saturday back to where we should be for a nice fall day to start the weekend.
Okay. All right. Well, Jim, if you start saving now for Christmas, you can buy me something really nice.
Okay, let's continue.
Oh,